Hello everyone and welcome back to another home vlog. Now, I know I've said this quite a few times, but I just can't stop myself from saying it. I love Disney food. I believe that some of the best food I've ever had, some of the best restaurants I've ever been to are at Walt Disney World. I also love talking about Disney World food because I believe that is one of the most important parts about a Disney World vacation. And I've done quite a few restaurant reviews, which you can find right about here, the little I button in the corner. And I was looking at the other restaurant reviews that I did and I noticed, man, I haven't done one in a while. So here's another restaurant review. But today it's gonna be a little different because in the past I've only done table service restaurant reviews. And I've had a little scoring system set up already, which I talked about the food, the service, and the atmosphere. And then I gave each a score out of 10 and then gave the overall and average score. Today, that system is not going to work because I will be talking about Docking Bay 7 at Galaxy's Edge. Now, Docking Bay 7 is a quick service location, and it wouldn't be fair to use the same scoring system because the quick service location, you don't get the same service as a table service. Most of the time, the only cast member encounter you're going to have is when you're ordering your food in the counter or in the window or whatever. And that's about it. Occasionally, you might go to a quick service location and there'll be a cast member that picks up your tray and picks up your table after you, but not in all of them. So it wouldn't be fair to have that service category for a quick service location because it varies and it's not the same. So today I'm just going to talk about the food and the atmosphere. I'm going to give each category a score out of 10. There won't be an overall score and there won't be an average score, but I will give a score for both of those. All right, let's jump right into it. Let's start talking about the food. Now I have to say I was pretty impressed with the food in Docking Bay 7. I didn't expect much, honestly. I mean, I read the reviews from the Docking Bay 7 in Disneyland when it opened, and they were kind of mixed reviews. Some people were saying it was good, other people were saying just avoid it. So I decided, you know what, let's give it a shot, let's try it out, let's see how it goes. And I was impressed. In our most recent adventure together, we were able to go to the opening of Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios. We were also able to try out Docking Bay 7 that same day. But me being my dumb self, I actually forgot to vlog anything of the restaurant that day. Guess I was just spending time with my friends, enjoying it all. It slipped my mind. And I didn't remember until basically the video was done. And yeah. Now when we went on opening day, I got the Kadu ribs and Ash got the braised shack roast. And I gotta say, both were pretty good. But the Kadu ribs were outstanding. I'm gonna get back to that. First, let me start off with the shack roast. It's a pot roast and honestly, the meat tasted good. It was a bit dry. That was my only concern about it. It was good. It was a bit dry. Now the pasta that came with it was outstanding. That was my favorite part of the dish and it was really, really, really good. Now, in terms of the Kadu ribs, when I first got it, I sat down, I looked at it, I turned to Ash and I said, these aren't gonna be good. They just didn't look good. They looked burnt, they looked overcooked, they looked rough. I don't know, it just did not look good. And it did not give me a first impression until I gave it the first bite. It was so good. I don't know what they put on it, but the spices were outstanding. The flavor was amazing. And they were super soft. I thought they were going to be dry. Not the case. It was outstanding. I mean, that would be the thing that I recommend if you're going to Docking Bay 7. Now, the Kadu ribs come with two side dishes. One is a blueberry cornbread and the other one is a coleslaw. Now, the blueberry cornbread was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. I like blueberry muffins. This was like basically a blueberry muffin. I had like this like dessert side dish thing going on. So it was good. I ate the Kadu ribs and I ate that kind of as like a little dessert. It was actually really good. Coleslaw. Yeah. I'm not a fan of coleslaw. I don't care for it much. I mean, I could eat it. It's not that I hate it. I could eat it, but I'm not that big of a fan. There was only one coleslaw I ever liked, and it was at a Cattleman's Ranch restaurant in El Paso, Texas. That was actually really good. But this was horrendous. I mean, this was one of the worst things I've ever had in my life at Walt Disney World. I took a bite and I just kind of shoved it to the side of the plate and I never even touched it again. It was bad. If you could substitute the coleslaw, I mean, just get rid of it somehow. I don't know, maybe you liked it or not. I thought it was horrible. So, and I recommend not touching it. Please stand clear of the coleslaw. Por favor, manténganse alejado del coleslaw. Just don't. Now, a couple of days later, Ash and I went back and we got another dish from Docking Bay 7, and we shared the Endorian Tipiep. This is another really good option to get if you're in Docking Bay 7. It is a piece of fried chicken, and it is very, very, very good. The meat was juicy, it was breaded perfectly, it was amazing. Now, in terms of side dishes, the fried Endorian Tipiep offers some pretty good choices. When I went, I got the mashed potatoes and the herb gravy, which were really good. Now you could substitute that for macaroni and cheese and roasted vegetables if you want, but I enjoyed the mashed potatoes and the gravy. When you try the mashed potatoes, it kind of gives you this weird taste hidden in there. It was like it just hits you out of nowhere, as you could tell by my face and by Ash's face. I mean, it just hits you out of nowhere, but it's still really good. And the herb gravy, I actually very much enjoyed it. I felt like it was like a distant cousin of the chimichurri or something like that. It's really, really, really good. So for the food that could be found here in Docking Bay 7, I'm going to give it a 7 out of a possible 10. Because I feel like there are a lot better quick service locations around Walt Disney World. But this is a really, really, really good option, especially in Hollywood Studios. Now, in my opinion, I've always felt like Hollywood Studios was lacking a bit in food. I was never really a fan of the food in Hollywood Studios. I had one bad experience in Sci-Fi Dining like years ago, and I never went back. I should though. People are saying that it improved a lot, so I might go back sooner rather than later. But I was never a fan of the food in Hollywood Studios. This changed my mind. Docking Bay 7 honestly changed my mind, and I believe that Docking Bay 7 right now is the best restaurant at Hollywood Studios. Now, in terms of the atmosphere, Docking Bay 7 sticks with the theming of Galaxy's Edge. You truly feel like you're in like a docking, shipment, cargo bay, something like that. And it's actually very, very, very cool. There are cargo containers all over the place. Some of them are open. You can see like all the items all over the place. It's actually very, very, very cool. You could even eat inside like a shipment cargo container thing. That's where me and Ash sat when we went the second time. It's pretty cool, but nothing out of this world, pun intended. Not really, but I want it to be intended. Now, one of my favorite things about Galaxy's Edge is the theming and the attention to detail that Disney put into it, and Docking Bay 7 is no exception. The theming is outstanding, and I believe it truly sticks with that immersive experience that you get all around Galaxy's Edge. They did a really good job. Now, Disney, not that long ago, decided to change the entree item names, and I did not like that. I felt like it took away from that theming. Disney brought it back. I mean, I think they realized their mistake. I guess a lot of people were not happy with that change. But the names of the entrees themselves, Karu ribs, fried Endorian Tipiep, all those things adds to that theming. So Disney, leave the names just there. Trust me, it's awesome. So for the atmosphere and theming that goes on in Docking Bay 7, I'm going to give it a 7 out of a possible 7. It's a good theming, but there are a lot better restaurants that have far better atmospheres. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Docking Bay 7 and whether or not you like that coleslaw with the Kadu ribs. I want to know if there is someone that liked it. Maybe I just didn't get a good one. I don't know. I just want to see if anyone liked it. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I upload a brand new video every Wednesday. Thank you for being part of the Disney family, and see you real soon.